Josh, first of all, before you took the job at Sheffield Wednesday, you had a chance to meet with Carlos Carvalhal, the Swansea manager now. What were your impressions of Carlos?
Yeah, we have one time we have together a meeting in a hotel, and we speak 2 hours about football, about Wednesday, about the team, about the players. So he gave me to that time a lot of information to have a little bit more inside information. So it was a very nice meeting with him. So yeah, and today we see him back with Swansea. So in football, it's a small world. So you see your colleagues or your players not one time. You see them 2-3 times in the football back. So for Carlos, it's very early to come back after 2.5 years. Yeah, it is a special game, I think, for him.
Did you appreciate the opportunity to sit with him and talk to him? Because I can't imagine that many managers, having left the job, would then speak to the new man coming in and give him some advice on the job that you're going to be taking.
Yes, no advice. It was a very open meeting and communication. So you must go your own way, but you have the information, but not more than that. So at the start, that you must stay for the team and for the players. You must make your own impression, and you must go your own philosophy and the strategy. But when trainers sit together, you speak also about football, and that is always important to have a good relationships in the working, how you will work. So it's very open, and it gives you yeah, also I think from both sides was a good feeling.
What did you make of Swansea when you've had a look at them and the job that he's doing there, and they seem to have turned their form around in the Premier League?
Yes, I must honestly, now when we win against Reading for the FA Cup, so then you know a couple of days later how is your new opponent, and that was Swansea. And at the last weeks you follow a little bit the way and the results, and when you have the opportunity to see some games, and of course then you have more interesting about that. And for us it's also a very important game tomorrow. You know, when you're winning you come closer to the final. So yeah, it is a very good motivation for my team, and I think last Tuesday the team and the players, they have a little bit more confidence, maybe also more trust in themselves. So it is a good step for tomorrow against the Premier League club to come maybe in the next round.
It's a big opportunity, isn't it, to get to the quarter-finals of the FA Cup and a step closer to Wembley?
Yes, of course. I think as a player, when you not play in the top, you play maybe 1, maybe 2 times a final in the FA Cup, and it is special. As a young boy, I look Saturday the whole day to the final FA Cup. So the whole day they give impressions from the city, from the clubs, from the players, from the coaches. So it is a highlight day for everyone, for the supporters from both clubs. So when you come to there, it is a dream, I think, for many players, but also for the fans. It is a fantastic day to enjoy the final. But I speak now a little bit very positive about the final, but we must first tomorrow make the next step, and it is very difficult. It is very hard to come further, but yeah, let's see that we have a lot of passion to come in the next round.
Was the Derby game a good preparation for this one? You played a Derby team that were 3rd in the table in the Championship, have got some Premier League quality players. Do you think that gave you a good foundation, a good preparation for this one on Saturday?
Yeah, of course. Not alone while you win the game, but also it was a very strong team. They stay on position 3 and they make a very good season. And when you win, you have also more feeling maybe for the game tomorrow. When you lose last Tuesday, you not know how is your performance, how is the trust, have you enough confidence. So now you have that, but it is the past. We must look for tomorrow, and it is strong enough to come in the next round. But yeah, we try everything.
Lucas João got the 2 goals the other night and seems to have had a real positive impact on the team since you took over. What do you like about Lucas João? What are the characteristics in his game that you think are really positive there?
Yeah, first I'm very happy with Lucas, of course. Not alone that he made now last Tuesday 2 goals, 2 good goals, but his whole performance in the trainings sessions, in the games. He is a flexible player. He can play on different positions in the team, in the offensive. So he is a strong player. He had a good tempo. He can make dangerous situation where you not think, what does he now? He is not always protecting, or how do you say that? So sometimes for him, for his colleagues, but also for the opponents. So I like that. But yeah, he is in a good direction with us, and I hope Lucas can make in the next weeks and months very important games and also goals and assists for us. So we are very happy with him.
Do you see a mature footballer now? Because when he came to the football club, he was very young, had a good start, lost his focus a little bit. Seems to have maybe got that back now. So do you see a level of maturity in Lucas João?
Yes, but I will not too long look in the past and also not too far away in the future. We can better look how is the situation on this moment, and it is very positive. And I hope, what I say before, that the future is for the team good and positive, and also, of course, for Lucas.
Adam Reach has had a good run in the team, playing in midfield in a more central role. Why do you think that role suits him in particular? Because he predominantly played out wide, he's moved inside, and he looks very comfortable there, doesn't he?
Yes, I'm also very happy with the role from Adam. I think in the central position he is a player with a good view, with a good passing, and he had also in his game. He see the highest situation for the strikers, and he can also make a good transition with his art to play. So yeah, he's a very important player for us.
Injuries then, is there any positive news there? For example, I think Barry Bannon mentioned that he's coming along nicely. So how far away is Barry Bannon from being back in contention for you?
Difficult to say. He is now 2-3 weeks not back coming to the team training. The planning is that he comes next week on the field, but in the rally training with our fitness coaches. And when next week everything goes very well, we think positive then maybe in 2 weeks he is back to the team training.
Tom Lees played for the under-23s the other day against Huddersfield, scored in the game as well. Is he in contention for the weekend, or does he need a bit more time?
Yeah, he needs more time. Last Monday he played 60 minutes by our under 23. Monday he played, when it's possible, 90 minutes. And then we look from day to day, from week to week. But yeah, this is a second situation for him from training to game. So we try that he comes also in the next steps and in the good direction.
That's obviously a very long injury list. Are there any players that were previously out that are back for this game, or is it you're pretty much working with the same squad that you had against Derby?
I cannot with the same team working tomorrow. We have 3 players, Sean Clare and Jordan Tonley. They cannot play tomorrow, and Jack Stubbs. All these 3 players were on loan, so they have also played before in the FA Cup, so they are for tomorrow not in the team. So we have a little bit new situation also for tomorrow for the 18 players. So we must decide for tomorrow how is the first 11 and who is also in the squad to come maybe after in the game.
Jordan Thornley signed a new contract yesterday to commit his future to Sheffield Wednesday. What have you liked about him since he came into the first team?
Yeah, Jordan is a player who growing up here in this club as a young boy. So I'm very happy that he see his identification also for us, and he had a good performance in the last weeks, and he was the first player who had take a chance to come to first 11 games. So yeah, he is a good player for us, and he's now to our team, and he plays what I say before. Now I think 3 times from the beginning, and he comes also 2 times I think in the second half. So he's every game an option for us.
And Sean Clare made his first appearance the other day. Is there a chance that you could also tie him down to a long-term contract and get his future sorted out as well?
Yes, when we have the chance to let our young players longer stay for us, we are very happy with that, and we try it also, and we also in meetings with the players about the future from the player himself, but also for us as a club. So, but it is not alone Sean who plays now last Tuesday. I think in the next games and weeks and months, I think that there are more players who can maybe make the next step to the profis. So I'm very happy with that. So it gives me more options to make decisions for the first 11.
Do you think it's important to have these young players part of the first team? Is it something that's not really happened for many years at Sheffield Wednesday? Do you think it's important to have them as part of that first team squad?
I think very important for. It gives, I think, a boost for the whole academy. My trainer colleagues, they make a very good job. They are give the players the less years, I think, a very good performance, and they learn the players how maybe they can make next steps in the future. So they make before a very good job, my colleagues, and now I make the door open for our own players, young players, and. Yes, they have now in the next months the chance to let's see the quality. But in the summer, when the new season is beginning, the door is open and the door stays open. I will always give players, young players, the chance to come to us, to training with us, or also to play with us. So it depends also what make them the players for the next steps in the next future.
Thank you.
There was no Ross Wallace in the 18 now. Is that through an injury or for a reason?
No, we have Ross give him rest. We have a lot of players who also have a age where you cannot play maybe every game, and Ross is a very good player for us, but he's also 33, and he plays last Saturday in Barnsley 90 minutes, and then you have 2-3 days to recovering, so we give him rest, but we give more players sometimes one day of one game rest, and maybe also for tomorrow. So yeah, we know tomorrow is very important, but Tuesday we play in Millwall. So we have a lot of games now in these 2 weeks, so we must decide what players can be for 100%. So yes, but I'm very happy with Ross, so it's not that he is for tomorrow not an option. He's for tomorrow, of course, also a new option for the team.
You've rested Glenn Loovens as well over the last few weeks. How important do you think it is to sort of maybe with time bring the average age of the team down to bring
Yeah, for Barnsley he was sick. He was ill, so that's why he was not in the game by Barnsley. But he play now Tuesday. But we must also thinking about tomorrow. How is the situation? He must at the end of the game. He had 2-3 times, not a good feeling in his legs. So we must take him at the end of the game out. So it is also. Thinking how is the situation tomorrow, so I must also after look to the training what players can be 100%. So I will only let players who can give 100% or more, and I will not a player in the game who can maybe play only for 70-80%. It's not enough, and it's not that we have tomorrow FA Cup. It is also the same for our in the Championship.
In the last round you played Cameron Dawson in goal. You decided on who's going to be in goal tomorrow?
That is the only thing that I can say. Yes, that the goalkeeper goalkeeper position will be changed. I'm very satisfied with Kemi also. We have with Joe and Kemi two fantastic goalkeepers, and Kemi play here for this game tomorrow also in the two FA Cups games. So he did a very good job when I think back to the Reading game. So he was also a very good keeper for us. So and I hope also for Kemi tomorrow that he make a good performance and that he play also a very good game for us.